Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. Taking a look today at Worldcoin, WLD. Looking at it here on the Binance chart, got the weekly ahead of us. I know it looks terrible. Most altcoins look terrible right now, but I do think relief is coming, and I think we're going to get a pretty good alt season. I put out a video earlier today on my channel. Go to my channel. Be sure you subscribe. You never want to miss these updates. Subscribe to my channel right now. But you can see today I put out a video called Bitcoin Dominance. Be sure to go check out that. I explain exactly why I'm anticipating an alt season coming up soon. I'll put a link to that below, but be sure you go subscribe to the channel and check out that video. And I'm going to tell you what I think we can expect out of WorldCoin in this upcoming alt season. So looking at the full history of WorldCoin here, going all the way back to July of 23. So we've got a couple years, about 2.5 years worth of price action here. WorldCoin topping out about 12 bucks back in March of 2024. All the way down to current price action about 69 cents. Now, this is my full chart. I have everything on here. You can see we've been in this big range. Basically, this is entire volume profile. If we zoom in a little bit on the range, you can see it's kind of split here. I have it kind of split with this white line, but I wrote key to upside 250. If I turn on the two volume profiles here, you can see that really splits it in half. You got a lower profile here, which we're currently below, and then kind of an upper one here, and all of it makes up the bulk of the price action for WorldCoin with a value area high about 232. So I'm going to turn those off, kind of clean it up just a little bit, but you can see we're stuck here, barely hanging on to this value area low. But I do believe alt season is coming. We're in this falling wedge, which is typically a bullish pattern. I'm going to show you my targets to the upside. First, let's look at this falling wedge. Most people would take this from the top to the bottom and extend it from there, but I'm going to take it from this middle spike here because I want to be a little more conservative because we haven't had your typical alt rallies like we've seen in the past seasons. So if I took it from there and kind of guesstimated a breakout somewhere around the end of December, that's going to take you right up to the 382, which I have labeled as target one. Now, I didn't even have this listed as target one because of this falling wedge pattern. I'll show you why I had that. But this is going to be my target number one, right at about 470, somewhere in that area. Okay. Now, WorldCoin, it's one of those coins, when it gets up and moving, it moves really, really fast. So this one will turn your heads whenever it gets going. So when we do finally break out of this falling wedge pattern, we need to break and successfully close above 250. I have that marked as key to the upside. Excuse me. We need to break and close above $1.62. I have that marked as key to the upside. Once you break and close above that, I'm looking for a quick move back up to the value area high around 235 to 250, somewhere in there. You can see on the volume profile on the left, you've got this big volume gap here. You see, so when you break above here about $1.40, I put a little higher, but you're going to break all the way up to this. You got this volume gap here, and you can see the last time we broke through it, we went up in a single weekly candle, and actually I think this was a one-day candle. We could skim down and look at it, but it doesn't matter. It went up in less than a week, went up and down, so it went right up through it and fell right down through it because there is no volume here. It's just quick price action. So once we get to this value area high, then it's breakout time. I have at 250, I have a line here marked breakout to 450. So when we break this line and right above that, I have next stop 420 within a minimum of 1 to 2 weeks. Maximum of 1 to 2 weeks. And look over to the left of the volume profile. I know there's not a whole lot of history here. We only got about 2.5 years, but once you get above these lines, it is literally nothing, no volume. Maybe a couple little baby ticks here, baby tick here, but really nothing. It's just all the price action. And you can see what happens when you get above them. Straight green candle here. Look at this one. As soon as you got above it here, as soon as you got above the 250 mark, this is in 2 weeks. As soon as you got above, 3 weeks, as soon as you got above 250, you ran all the way to $12. So there is no, and when you came back down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you came right back down. So fell right back through it. So there's really no volume there. So getting above that 250 is going to be a huge milestone. If we can do that, you can look for price to absolutely rip through these. Now, I have on here marked volume gap. And you can see, even though there's not much price action here on the left in these volume profiles, you have a little blip there and a little blip there, a little bitty spikes, and kind of little mini volume gaps here. And that's what I labeled here with the volume gap. Okay, you see the volume gap right here. So when price enters here, even if you do catch a little bit of resistance here, say you come on up, catch a little bit of resistance right here, as soon as you hit this gap, expect a quick move to this next resistance point. Okay, now we do have a weekly level here. We do have a high with some liquidity resting above here, so you could find a little bit of resistance when you get up into these areas. But as soon as you break this weekly level right here, that's the last little bit of resistance before you shoot straight up to about 470 or so, which is going to be our target number one for this cycle. Now, excuse me, beyond that, you shoot up and look at this, just in a straight 1 week candle, both going up and coming down. You fly right up to the 0.5 fib, which is our next target, about $6. I think that's very doable. If you got a couple little resistance spikes right here where price turned around a couple of different times and was unable to recover and get back above that. But if you do get above this $6 level, look, you have another volume gap here. And this is going to shoot you straight up to our main target, which is target 3 in the golden pocket, somewhere around $7 to $8, 750, somewhere in that area is going to be a good target. Now that would be, in my opinion, a great bull run, a great alt season to get up to the 750 area. I mean, you could extend on further to the 786 and even do all-time high. Who knows? Coins do what coins are going to do. But this cycle, I think everyone would agree, for most altcoins, 99.9% of the altcoin market has been a really big letdown. You haven't gotten just a continuous flow of positive momentum. So what I'm looking for here, where I will be looking to at least take profit, one is going to be around this 470 mark. You got all kinds of things here. You got vector candles. You got 2 daily vector candles. And if you're not sure what that is, let's flip down to the 2-day time frame here. Pull it up. You got all the way back here on the way down. You left this purple vector candle unrecovered. That is where the market maker built a lot of liquidity here, and he will probably come back and get that. So chances are we come there. It coincides with the 382 fib, and you've got a weekly level that we just showed on there. Flipping back to the weekly, you've got the weekly level there as well, which comes right over to here. You see this weekly level that's untapped. So you got the weekly, you got the 382, you got a 2-day vector candle there. This is a good target area. I believe we will for sure come back at least to this 470 area in the bull run. 470 from current price action at 69 cents. That's about 6.5, 7x from here. So not too bad. Pretty good gains. Now you could extend up higher. If you do get above that, then you're for sure going to this $6 area, and you got that huge volume gap before. So big gaps here, which is what I like about it. You're not a whole lot of chop once you get past this 250 level. There's not a lot of chop. It is straight shot to here, get past that, straight shot to here, get past that, straight shot to there. No chop in between. A lot of other altcoins have a lot of volume in between, so you chop, 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 and I just don't think there's that much time left in the cycle for that. So for me personally, I want to be on a coin that when it breaks, it's got potential to really rip to the upside in a hurry, because I think the alt season is going to be shortened at this time. Again, watch the video from earlier today, Bitcoin dominance video, and find out why I think that. But this is the coin that I am riding with, one of the coins that I'm riding with. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you have questions or comments, or you want to see me film other altcoin videos, be sure to drop your altcoins down in the comments below. I'll be happy to take a look at them, put out some videos on those. Let me know what you're looking at, what you're interested in. Again, subscribe to the channel. Check out the website, anthonyleecrypto.com. You can join my VIP Discord, where we give all of our Bitcoin and altcoin trade setups in advance. You can join us in the VIP Discord for live trading, chat, and things like that. So that is Worldcoin in a nutshell. I think this one has big potential. Sam Altman's project, big potential for this upcoming alt season. And we're looking for this thing to start moving next month in December.